Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video will be edifying and to the point. All right, and I'm going to entitle this lesson, "It was given to him to take peace from the earth." It was given to him to take peace from the earth. All right, and this lesson, all right, is in reference to, all right, basically Elon Musk Starbase that's going to be built in Louisiana. All right. Out towards or in the area of Pecan Island out here. Now, Pecan Island, all right, is pretty much sportsman paradise. Okay, that's where pretty much everybody goes, all right, to hunt, to fish, all right, pretty much to get fresh food, all right, and Esau Edom, all right, Elon Musk, all right, plans on building a launch pad out there for his rockets, all right, which is going to disrupt, all right, and push a lot of wildlife out of that location, all right, because of his, all right, his rockets, all right, the vibrations, the noise, the construction, and probably amongst other things, all right, is going to mess up not only the migration but the habitation of many animals, both on land and in sea, and in the nearby canals, rivers, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this devil, man, he's destroying, all right, the earth. All right, he's destroying the earth, he's destroying the animals. All right, the earth is pretty much mourning. Okay, and so are the people are mourning as well. All right, many of the residents are already talking about how they don't want, all right, this launch to be. They don't want this launch to be, in that area. Okay, and that how it can disrupt their way of living. Okay, amongst other things, all right, property tax hikes, rent tax hikes, okay, possible inflation on, different resources like food and other things can come into play, all right, because of professionals moving into the area, all right. They talk about a possible increase in jobs, but I'm pretty sure the jobs that they are going to be, all right, putting application and hiring people for is far beyond, all right, the criteria of the people in that area, all right. So that's a fail for most of the people out here because, they're talking about how, yes, it's going to bring jobs, and I'm just saying to myself, well, the only jobs that I could see that they're going to hire people for is the construction or the buildup of this project. And, pretty much after they didn't use you of that, they're just going to throw you to the wayside. All right. And then go on to destroy, all right, your environment, But I got this picture that the brother has sent me. All right. He sent me from it looked like something from off a Facebook screenshot. So it says some information on issues and side effects of SpaceX launch sites being proposed at Pecan Island. All right, and again, Pecan Island, all right, is pretty much sportsman paradise out here in Louisiana. All right, a lot of hunting, a lot of fishing, It's pretty much a good getaway. A lot of people go out there, all right, to get fresh fish and fresh produce and animals and stuff like that. It's a very good place, and it really vexes my spirit, all right, to know that they're going to be going there and possibly disrupting all of that shit, man. It really bothers me. All right, but it says other current operating launch cities have reported issues including acoustic shocks and sonic booms, structural damage to homes, foundations, unintended economic changes such as increase in rent, home value, and related taxes, all right, due to increase in housing demand from high earning professionals moving into the area. The sonic booms from launches extended to an area of 70 miles from the launch pad. All right, applying that to this project means sonic booms will be heard from Pecan Island all the way to Patterson in the east, to Sulphur in the west, up to Mamou in the north, and also extended out into the Gulf of Mexico. The land area where booms will be heard includes Lafayette, Opelousas, Lake Charles, New Iberia, Eunice, Crowley, and everywhere around between these cities and everywhere south of them to the Gulf. All right, so all of these places that are named, all right, all of these cities and places that are named in between, all right, they're going to be, all right, basically hearing, all right, these sonic booms. All right, and Crowley is maybe about 4 or 5 miles, all right, away from me. Okay, and I'm in between Mamou and Pecan Island. All right, so that means that I'm gonna be hearing this. All right, so people that are most likely more closer to Pecan Island, all right, they're probably gonna be more susceptible of more damage than I am because I'm more farther out. So I think the more farther out you are, the less foundational problems you'll have. But the closer you are, of course, the more damage you'll sustain. All right, but these vibrations, all right, that are going to be from the launch pad is going to disrupt a lot of the wildlife that are out there. Okay, I remember just from Katrina. Okay, when Katrina came through here around '05, okay, we had a whole lot of rain. We didn't get as flooded as New Orleans did. How they was on top of their roofs or whatnot, but we got a pretty good amount of rain and flooding in our area, so much so that it disrupted a lot of the fishing out here in this area, because it moved a lot of the fish, okay, in certain areas where we live at, where you had a whole lot of garfish out here. You had a whole lot of different species of fish that were clean, that you can actually eat, that was in certain particular areas. And then when Katrina, which is natural, came into the area, it kind of messed up things. So you can just about imagine, all right, what something unnatural is gonna do. Okay, such as this what is it? This Starbase Louisiana crap that they got going on. All right, so bear with me just for a second. Let me get this scripture. All right, this is Revelation chapter 6 verse 4, and it says, and it went out another horse that was red, all right, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. All right, so that red horse, all right, is Esau Edom. All right, and he has been given, all right, the power to what? To take peace from the earth. All right, he has done nothing but take peace from the earth. All right, and especially with his sword, okay, with his policies and other things that he does, man. All right, and another thing about this is, all right, they're pretty much covered because what is it? I believe it's they give this guy when these space centers or these space launches are developed. All right, it gives them immunity. All right, from the residents that have been living in that area to basically not be able to sue them. All right, not be able to sue them. So the people or the residents that live in that area that, complaints about noise or complaints about structural damage to their homes, or, windows being blown out, or windows being broken, or car window, whatever the case may be, right? It gives them immunity from consequences of being sued, all right, because of these things happening. You see, so I think that's jacked up. I think that's wrong. And as the scriptures say, all right, when the righteous are in authority, all right, the people rejoice, but when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. All right, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, and when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. All right, so this is going to bring a lot of mourning, a lot of discomfort, a lot of displeasure, all right, to a lot of people. But not only the people, but the beasts of the field, all right, or the creatures of the field and the creatures in the water, all right, they're going to be, displeased. They're going to be out of order, all right. A lot of these creatures in these habitats, a lot of these birds that fly through, whether it be ducks, cranes, this is the crane bird, all right, a lot of these fishes and different things in the water, they're all going to get disrupted, man, by these different vibrations. All right, so yeah, man, this guy, he is definitely a virus. He is a cancer, all right, to the earth. All right, this is John chapter 10, verse 10. It says, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Okay, because something that they were complaining about is that, and a part of that post was that people that rent out in those certain areas, rent is possibly going to be elevated. Okay, property is probably going to be elevated because a lot of those people who have professional jobs in those fields and, earn a good fair amount of money, they're going to start moving into those areas, and the price of living in that area is possibly going to go up, or should I say the property in that area is going to go up, and it's pretty much going to drive all those people out, So, again, a thief coming not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. That's all this guy does, man. All right? That's all he does for the love of money, man. All right? The love of money is the root of all evil, man. All right? Let's go here. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 2. This Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. And it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the people, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right. So a lot of people, all right, are going to be in the uproar, okay, because this is going to bring a whole bunch of issues. All right, so let's go. I want to read a few things. All right. So I want to go into a little bit of this, something that I looked up on Google, and I typed up, what are some environmental damages and disadvantages to citizens with things like SpaceX launches in Louisiana? All right, and it said destruction of coastal wetlands. It says the faculty is slated with a massive footprint in fragile marshlands ecosystem. Local groups like the Louisiana Wildlife Federation noted that once these coastal marshes are destroyed by heavy construction, they cannot be fully restored, which threatens Louisiana already vanishing shorelines. All right. It says, let's see. It says disruption in wildlife and habitations. It says the site sits near vital ecosystems like White Lakes, which are critical for migrating birds, local fisheries, hunters, and anglers. It says rocket exhaust, heat, and potential explosion pose direct threats, all right, to protect an endangered species. All right. It says, let's see here. It says water and air pollution concerns. It says heightened by SpaceX environmental records, all right, in Boca Chica, Texas, where the company faces over $146,000 in federal fines for discharging unpermitted unindustrial wastewater into surrounding wetlands. Residents also worry that rocket testing and potential explosions will degrade local air and quality. See? This man here, man, he's going to destroy everything. That's why the scriptures say, if it wasn't for the elect, all right. All right, matter of fact, let's just get it real quick. I don't want to butcher it. Let me get it real quick. I don't want to butcher it. All right. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. It says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So these days have to be shortened. Otherwise, there would be no flesh left to be saved, man. All right. And one of my favorite little snippets of video is a video called Man. All right. And it basically goes into how Esau, all right, goes around ripping the earth of its resources, all right, polluting the water, polluting the air, all right, and other things.
SpaceX launches in Louisiana could cause wetland destruction.
All right, basically going into, again, disrupting the air, polluting the water, All right, the oil spills in the water. All right, hunting for sport. Basically, just killing the wildlife for absolutely no reason. Chopping down acres and acres of trees. All right, which clean up a lot of the air from his pollution. All right, and the list goes on, man. All right, so again, this guy has to be stopped, man. Has to be. All right, let's continue with the scriptures, though. This is Isaiah 24:4, and it says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish." All right, so it says the earth mourneth and fadeth away. Man, the earth is fading away. All right, the earth is fading away because this man, all right, is sucking the earth of its minerals, man. All right, he's constantly always, all right, looking to, pull out from the earth, man. All right, that's the reason why vegetables and fruits, all right, and different things don't hold the same value of nutrition, all right, and other things as it did, I don't want to say, 50 years ago or so. All right, you can even go back as far as 100 years, but 50 would be good enough. All right, it doesn't hold the same, certain oranges and apples and certain things doesn't hold the same type of minerals, because the earth, it has a resting year. All right, and Esau has just been, all right, constantly sowing and reaping, all right, every year, not giving the earth a chance to rejuvenate itself, man. All right, so again, it says the earth mourneth and faded away, the world languisheth and faded away, the hardy people do. It says the hardy people of the earth do languish. So yeah, man, the earth is mourning, all right, and it's going to continue to fade, all right, away until this man is put out, all right, and it's only a certain amount, all right, that the Lord will actually continue to allow, man. All right, the Lord's not going to let this devil, all right, fully destroy the earth, all right, but you can tell, all right, that the earth is in a very low vibration. All right, so let's jump over here, all right, to Revelations chapter 11 and 18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and they wrath is come, and the wrath has come, and the time of the dead they shall be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear the name, small and great, should destroy them which destroy the earth." All right, so there's going to come a time, all right, where we're going to destroy, we're going to put these devils into chains, all right, for what he has done to the earth, man. All right, and he's going to put them to work for 1,000 years, all right, to, all right, help build up and fix what he has destroyed. All right, this man has to be destroyed, man. He has to be put away, all right, completely. All right, let's go here, all right, to Sirach, all right, because, all right, the antidote to this sickness, all right, is Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is the antidote, all right, or the cure to this plague and virus that is upon the earth, man. All right, and so are the elect as well, because the elect is preaching, All right, the downfall of this place, man. All right, and through Shalakia, through speaking these things, all right, the prophecies are taking place. All right, these things are happening. All right. So Sirach chapter 10 verse 4, and it says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. All right, and that would be Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is the profitable one, along with what? The elect. Okay, these are the only ones that are profitable. All right, to have full control over the earth, man. All right, the elect were with Yahweh Shai. All right, the first fruit. All right, when the earth were being created. So they are the only ones, and the only profitable ones, and the only sensible ones, all right, to be in charge and rule over the earth, and nobody else. All right, the saints of the earth, which are the Israelites, which are men, all right, to what? Control the earth, but to, govern over the earth and the people. All right, and with that comes peace, all right, harmony, and other things. The earth is going to thrive. The earth is going to grow. The earth is going to get bigger, okay? Everything is going to be reset back to its natural order. All right, the water is going to be clean. The air is going to be clean. All right, the earth is going to be vibrant again. All right, the trees are going to give off its in the summertime and the springtime. All right, the trees are going to be more greener. The grass is going to be more greener. Okay, the earth is going to thrive and flourish. All right, with the ones that are profitable. All right, the ones that are acceptable. All right, in that time. All right, it's going to be at its most beautiful. All right, we look at the earth now at this low condition, and even in certain parts of the world, it's so beautiful. It's eye candy. You know how beautiful it is. But just imagine when the true rulers, all right, are in authority and power. All right, they're going to beautify the world even more. All right, so that's what we're waiting on. All right, that's what we're waiting on to happen, is Yahweh Shai returning, so we can, all right, fix, all right, this mess that Esau has created. So I'm going to go ahead and end it on out on that. Again, Lord willing, that this video was edifying, and I'm going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and sincerity. Until the next time, Lord willing, I say Shalom.